What's going on, guys? Welcome back to more Food Tales. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Before we get into this video, I need you guys to smash that like button and make sure you guys are subscribed and having your post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. Let's get into this. All right, guys, you guys see the title of the video. Yes, the McRib is back. It's been back in America for like the last 2 weeks, and no, it is not coming back down to Canada. It's all good because I'm going to show you guys how to make a McRib right at home that's going to taste 10 times better. And honestly, McDonald's, you should be ashamed of yourself for bringing it back for a limited time offer. Take it off the damn menu. But honestly, guys, the McRib is, you know what I mean? It's not bad, but I'm going to show you guys how to make it so much better right at home. So we're going to give McDonald's a run for their money again, and we're going to win again. So stay tuned, guys. Let's get into this. Alright, guys, we're going to get into this right away. So this recipe is the exact same as my Big Mac recipe that I did 2 weeks ago. So very quickly, 1 teaspoon of salt, 40 grams of sugar, 1 yeast package. For the wet, we have 1 whole egg, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. We're just going to mix that all together, and I'll see you guys when we actually start kneading our dough. Alright, guys, so my surface is floured down. We're going to knead our dough for about 10 minutes. I love doing this by hand because it's so much harder to overwork your dough. So I've just shaped this into a little bit of a ball just to make it a little bit easier. I'm going to put that in my bowl, spray it down with some oil. We're going to hit that with some plastic wrap, and we're going to let this proof for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Next up is our pork baby back ribs, guys. Alright, guys, so first things first, we need to get rid of this membrane because it will not cook. It's pretty simple to get off. You can use a fork, knife, or a spoon. Luckily, it was so easy for me, I just had to use my hands. You want to make sure you do this before you add any seasoning on, guys. It's very important. And then for seasoning, it's just going to start up with some smoked paprika, kosher salt, some regular paprika, and brown sugar. We have some onion powder and garlic powder, a teaspoon of black pepper, and we have a half teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You can add more if you want a little bit more spicier. So we're just going to mix that together, get these all married together, and then I'll show you exactly how to apply this onto our baby back ribs, guys. Stay tuned. Alright, guys, so I'm just putting on a little bit of mustard onto my ribs. This is going to help the dry rub stick, so this is totally optional. It's really up to you. You want to make sure you heavily pour in your rub on both sides, guys. You want to make sure that your ribs are nice and juicy and very well seasoned. You're going to see that I have my ribs in some heavy duty aluminum foil. We're just going to wrap this like a little gift. You want to do this 3 times in total. So this is the first one, and we're going to do 2 more, but I'm not going to show it on camera. We're going to put this in our pan, and we're going to actually cook this at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for around 2.5 hours to 3 hours, guys. And in the meantime, our dough has already proofed, and we're going to punch it down and get everything sectioned out. Alright, guys, favorite part of the day, punching down the dough. So we're going to get these sectioned out into 6 equal pieces. I'm actually going to measure this out because I wanted them to be around 150 to 160 gram balls, and most of mine were around like 155, 154. So we're just going to roll this into a little bit of a shape. You want to make sure that's a nice little ball. Make sure you have constant tension on your dough and just do a little circular motion. Then we're going to roll these into little cigars, guys. It makes it so much easier to roll out the hoagie style rolls. Pinch the bottoms together, and then to roll them out, you're going to use 2 hands. And when you get to the end, you want to go in a 45 degree angle and kind of put more tension on it so that the center should be a lot bigger than the 2 ends. We're going to hit that with some plastic wrap, and we're going to let that proof another 45 minutes to an hour. And then once that is doing that, we're going to get the barbecue sauce set up, guys. Alright, guys, so for the barbecue sauce, this is what's going to take our ribs to the next level. So this is what we have here: ketchup, brown sugar, Worcestershire sauce, molasses, pineapple juice, apple cider vinegar, and honey for our seasonings, kosher salt, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and smoked paprika. Let's get to mixing this up, guys. Alright, guys, our barbecue sauce is done. We're going to let that simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes and let that cool down. I took my ribs out around 2 hours and 45 minutes. They look amazing. They smell amazing. They're still very hot. So we're going to let that cool down because we need to pop out the bones, guys. So as you can see, the bones are kind of popping right out very easily. It shouldn't take too much effort, guys, because low and slow, and this is how you get your bones to pop out nicely. As you can see, all the bones are officially out, and we're gonna get our buns all set up now with our egg wash because they've done their second rise. Stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, this is how our rolls are looking after the second rise. We're hitting this with a little bit of an egg wash. We're going to add just a bit of sesame seeds over all of them. It's very important that you have a very sharp knife or a razor because we're going to do a little bit of a slit down the middle, and that's going to give these rolls a nice hoagie style look. We're going to bake these at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for around 18 to 20 minutes, and this is how they're looking, guys. They look amazing, they smell amazing. If you could smell how the kitchen smells like, guys, you would be very, very jealous. So all we have to do now is we're going to hit our ribs with a little bit of barbecue sauce. We're going to broil that. Make sure you keep an eye on that. And guys, we're at the finish line. We're going to plate our McRib and get everything together. So stay tuned for that, guys. Guys, our McRib is done, and I think I've changed it to the more Food Tales rib sandwich because I definitely did that today. Just look at that. Got the nice barbecue sauce made from scratch. We got the dill pickles, we got the onions, and we got that beautiful roll. I cannot wait to get into this, guys. Make sure you guys stick around for the mukbang. All right, guys, our McRib is done, and it smells, it looks, oh, man, it looks amazing, guys. The McRib is probably one of the easiest things to make. And honestly, it's going to taste 10 times better if you make it right at home. And that's exactly what I did today, guys. All right, guys, I'm super hungry. I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm going to get right into this. So I'm going to give you guys a closer look of the More Food Tales McRib, okay? That's what I'm calling it right now. Oh, man, okay. Okay, well, first things first, I'm going to cut right into it. Okay. All right, guys. Oh, man, just look at that. Show you a little side profile view. And we're gonna get into this, guys. You know what we always say here? Big bites only. Wow. That is very good, guys. Wow. I've had a McRib before, like a long time ago when they had it in Canada. But of course, because we live in Canada, they don't want to bring it back to Canada.
That kind of hurted me, though.
The McRib has been back, I think, in America for like 2 weeks or so now, and that's been like kind of like the craze with McDonald's is the McRib. But honestly, this is 10 times better, guys. 10 times better. It's actual ribs. It's not ground up pork that they just put into a shape of a rib. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bite a little bit of that off. Oh my God. That is really good, guys. Perfectly seasoned. Barbecue sauce is really good. I don't even care if they didn't bring the McRib back to Canada because this is 10 times better.
If you know how I feel, why would you say that? Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation. Like, you know I'm not happy, you know.
This is the McRib. The McRib sandwich. Oh, that is good, man. Honestly, I know I've been beating up on McDonald's lately. I did the Big Mac a couple weeks ago, but I will say this, like, the Big Mac is a classic, but the McRib, I'm sorry. Don't bring it back to Canada. It's all good. I know usually I complain about having to wait to get stuff like the Popeye's chicken sandwich. It took like over a year for it to come to Canada, but as I said, no need to bring it back to Canada, guys, because I'm showing you guys how to make this right at home, and it's 10 times better. Homemade barbecue sauce. Get your own ribs that are actually ribs. And the pickles, the bread. Oh man. All right, no more talking, guys. Last bite, gang. This is a really good rib sandwich, guys. I really hope you guys watch this carefully and make this right at home because honestly, it is legit. Oh, and very quickly, you're gonna see that I have a second one here, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna finish this one on camera, and this one is for later because I'm definitely trying to enjoy 2 of these. So I'm gonna eat this one later, but I'm gonna eat this one for you guys. For the people that like watching the mukbang parts, thank you for sticking around, and thanks for watching me eat this good food. All right. I'm actually sad it's coming down to the end because this was smacking. You know when it's good when you just start humming, dancing. Cause this is, oh man. I'm gonna have to start selling these, man. Cause not in Canada, I'll do a little pop-up. Start selling these, you know, on the side of the road. The Marved McRib. Come get yours. $5.99. Damn. It's coming to an end, guys. Last bite, guys. Oh, I'm sad to see this go. All right, guys, we are all done. Thank you so much for watching me giving McDonald's a run for their money and recreating their infamous McRib that is in America, not in Canada, but hopefully I've shown you guys enough. If you live anywhere around the world that doesn't have it, how to make their McRib sandwich right at home. That's gonna taste 10 times better. I'm gonna give you guys one more closer look, guys, because that is just, it's perfection, guys. Everything was on point. I can't complain about anything. So before you head off this video, guys, make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed and having your post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. A lot of bangers will be coming. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys drop a comment for your boy. Drop a nice comment for me. I love when you guys comment and, you know, show love. So keep doing that. Also, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at sash_marv_foodtales. That's how you guys can stay updated with me. And guys, you already know how it goes. If you're Marv, stay tuned for the next episode. Marv, gang!